Welcome, adventurers. I'm Alex Carter, and today we're plunging into Alaska's abandoned ghost towns, where nature's power is absolute and human ambition fades into silence. We're not just exploring ruins, we're connecting with the echoes of hope, hardship, and resilience that shape this wild land. Get ready. This isn't just a tour, it's an expedition into the heart of Alaska's forgotten past. Let's go. Our journey begins at Kennecott, a colossal copper mill that once stood as the beating heart of Alaska's mining frontier. Towering above the wilderness, its red buildings are a striking reminder of a bygone era when hope and ambition drew people to this remote corner of the world. The mill clings dramatically to the rugged slopes of the Wrangell Mountains, its silhouette etched against the endless sky, as if defying the elements themselves. Here, the silence is almost tangible. Where once thousands of miners and workers toiled day and night, now only the whisper of the wind and the slow decay of rusted metal remain. Every decaying structure, every weathered plank and peeling wall, tells a story of ambition, sweat, and the relentless drive to conquer the wild, unforgiving landscape. Today, Kennecott stands as both a monument to the indomitable human spirit and a humbling reminder that, in the end, nature always reclaims its own, slowly enveloping the ruins in silence and snow. When the copper veins ran dry, the people vanished almost overnight, leaving behind only empty streets and the haunting echo of dreams, as the mountain's ancient silence returned to rule once more. Next, we journey to Portlock, a remote Alaskan town not abandoned for lack of gold or resources, but out of overwhelming fear that gripped every resident. Local legends tell of the Nantinak, a mysterious and terrifying creature said to haunt these woods, blamed for a string of gruesome disappearances and unexplained deaths that plagued the community for years. By 1949, the fear had reached a breaking point. The entire population, men, women, and children, fled overnight, leaving behind their homes, belongings, and dreams to be swallowed by the encroaching wilderness. Today, Portlock remains shrouded in a heavy, watchful silence, its empty streets and crumbling buildings echoing with the memories of those who once called it home. Was it mass hysteria, a trick of the mind fueled by isolation, or was there truly something lurking in the shadows? The mystery endures, whispered by the wind and carried through the trees. While many towns are abandoned for economic reasons, Portlock stands apart, left behind not by choice but by terror itself, its secret still hidden deep within the Alaskan wilds. Dyea, once the chaotic gateway to the Klondike gold rush, now nearly erased by forest and river. In the 1890s, thousands surged through here, chasing dreams of fortune. But when a new railway bypassed the town, Dyea vanished almost overnight. Today, only mossy pilings and a haunting cemetery remain, a green monument to fleeting dreams. Nature's patience outlasts even the wildest gold rush. On King Island, the Inupiat village of Ukivok clings to a cliff above the Bering Sea. Homes on stilts, a vertical community, survival here meant ingenuity and unity. When the school closed in the 1960s, families were forced to leave. Now, skeletal houses face the wind, a haunting tribute to a lost way of life. The cliffs remember what the world has forgotten. Deep in Wrangell St. Elias Chisana was Alaska's last gold rush. In 1913, thousands braved glaciers and wilderness for a final shot at riches. The gold was shallow, the boom faded fast. Today, only collapsing cabins remain, surrounded by endless silence. Chisana is a stark reminder. Wealth is fleeting, wilderness endures. Pilgrim Hot Springs, an unlikely oasis on the Seward Peninsula. During the 1918 flu pandemic, it became a refuge for orphaned children, warmed by geothermal springs. For decades, a mission and orphanage thrived here, growing food in Arctic greenhouses. Now, decaying buildings steam in the tundra, a poignant blend of hope and abandonment. Even in the harshest places, people sought sanctuary. Iditarod, now a ghost town, but once the bustling heart of Alaska's gold rush interior. It was a metropolis of the wild, with riverboats, dog sleds, and legendary mushers. When the gold ran out, the town faded, swallowed by forest and shifting river. Today, only the famous sled dog race keeps its name alive. Iditarod's legacy is endurance, of both dogs and dreams. Solomon, on the Seward Peninsula, was built on big dreams, a railroad to the goldfields. Fierce storms and financial woes doomed the project. Now, a rusting locomotive, the last train to nowhere, sits abandoned on the tundra. The town's few ruins are stark reminders of ambition derailed by Alaska's wild power. Here, the environment always has the final say. Flat, Alaska. Born from a 1908 gold strike transformed by massive mining dredges. The machines devoured the land, and when the gold was gone, so was the town. Today, buildings sink into marshy ground surrounded by man-made hills. Flat is a surreal landscape, industrial ruins slowly reclaimed by wilderness. Even the mightiest machines couldn't outlast the land. Before Anchorage, there was Nick, the region's vital trading hub. Trails and cultures converged here, fueling commerce and survival. The Alaska Railroad bypassed Nick, shifting everything to the new city. Now, only a few historic buildings remain by the water, the crossroads silent. Nick's story is one of progress leaving history behind. Ukivok, on Bristol Bay, was once a bustling cannery town and ancient Yupik village. Salmon runs brought global industry, but epidemics and consolidation spelled its end. The canneries closed and people moved on. Today, only ruins and a weathered church remain, bearing witness to centuries of change. The tides reclaim what industry leaves behind. Hyder, Alaska, a semi-ghost town only accessible through Canada. Once a wild mining boomtown, now it's famous for bear viewing and its quirky cross-border life. Many buildings are abandoned, but a handful of residents keep the spirit alive. Hyder shares an area code and services with its Canadian neighbor, Stewart. It's a place that refuses to die, haunted but resilient. McCarthy, Kennecott's rebellious neighbor, born to serve the miners' vices. When the mines closed, both towns emptied, but McCarthy found new life in the 1970s. Today, it's a tiny off-grid community, part ghost town, part frontier outpost. The wild spirit of the past lingers in its saloons and cabins. McCarthy is proof that some places never fully surrender to silence. Whittier, a Cold War relic where nearly everyone lives in a single building. Built as a secret military port, its abandoned Hodge building looms beside the inhabited Bagich Towers. The town is accessible only by tunnel or sea, adding to its surreal isolation. Exploring Whittier is like stepping into a post-apocalyptic world. It's a living town, shadowed by its own ghostly twin. The Treadwell Mine, once the world's largest and most ambitious gold mining operation, tunneled deep beneath the Gastineau Channel in Alaska. Its vast network of shafts and tunnels stretched for miles, employing thousands and fueling the dreams of a booming frontier town. But in 1917, disaster struck. The ground suddenly gave way, collapsing beneath the weight of industry. Water from the channel rushed in, flooding the mines in a matter of hours and bringing the golden era to a sudden, dramatic end overnight. Miraculously, no one lost their life in the cave-in, but the thriving community was left devastated. Families were uprooted, businesses shuttered, and the once bustling town faded almost instantly into memory. Today, mossy ruins and the infamous Glory Hole mark the site, slowly being reclaimed by the relentless Alaskan rainforest. Nature is erasing the scars of industry, covering concrete and steel with a blanket of green. The story of Treadwell stands as a powerful lesson in human ambition, hubris, and the inevitable loss that follows when we push the earth too far. Here, gold built an empire. Then, in a single moment, the earth swallowed it whole, leaving only echoes of a vanished dream. Our journey ends, but Alaska's ghost towns remain, silent, resilient, unforgettable. These places are more than ruins. They're echoes of dreams, survival, and loss. If these stories moved you, subscribe and join us for more journeys into the wild and forgotten. Let's honor the past, explore responsibly, and keep the spirit of adventure alive. Until next time, stay curious and never stop exploring.